To select a GPU which will make your model training significantly faster, you simply select Runtime, change runtime type, and then select GPU and click on Save. A few words of caution. Using the GPU is limited to about 12 hours a day, and after that you will be kicked off. If you exceed this limit too often, the time of use will be significantly shorter, so you might end up with only 6 hours, for example, after exceeding the limit maybe 3 times or so. Eventually this will of course reset, and so then you are back to 12 hours. Colab will also detect if you're inactive, so if you're not doing any scrolling, moving your mouse, then they will also kick you. But this time at least with a warning. But still it would also make you lose any progress that you have not saved anywhere. And so now, as for saving data, a very convenient way to save and also load data is to mount your Google Drive onto Colab. And this can be done with these simple lines here. So we import from google.colab the drive, then drive.mount, and we mount it onto content and drive. So if we open the file structure here and go to a higher level, we see that we are in content. So if we click on content, then we had this sample data which we saw before. And so if we then mount the drive, it will ask for an authorization code. So you click on the link, sign in, that will give you the code, which you can then paste into here. And then we can see, if we now refresh the file structure here, we have now drive and then my drive. And so we can then, for example, load an image out of our drive, and we get then here the nice cat image. And we can also save data. So we have here the custom model from the start of the lecture. If we initialize that model, pass some input through it so it's properly built, then we can save it. Since we are in content, by default we save it to drive, my drive, and then give it some folder name. And from that folder we can then also load the model, simply by copying this path here into the function models.load model. And running the model then on the same input will give us actually the same output. So here 0.87, 0.87, and so on.